Hey, Casey. Don't panic, Gremlin. It's just the end of the world. It's just the end of the world, you know? It's just the end of the world. This is the revelation. So I'm just waiting for my car to get done, and I was watching a couple of videos like on YouTube, Barbara Goldsmith, as well as that Here Comes the Sun YouTube channel. About what they were talking about with the solar eclipse that happened on the 20th of March. I was well aware of it. I was keeping tabs on it. But I'm kind of jealous of Steve Judge because he actually got to see it. But all the people who follow the revisions and the newer testaments of the Bible and whatnot really keep following tune with the concept, like a broken clock is right at least twice a day. If it wasn't, the millennium when everything was supposed to go to hell, literally. It was 2012 because the Mayans, and now it's going to be 2015. Well, ironically enough, I think 2015 has been the closest guess to what they're talking about. I have a little list here that I was kind of just making some notes on. But, so, the degrees for the signs when, the planets when they're going through signs, it's at 30 degrees for every single one. The solar eclipse happened in Pisces. Pisces, the two fish, the little fish symbol that you always see religious people sporting. They usually don't really have any idea where the hell that comes from, and they should really look into some symbology or whatnot so they can figure that out. But anyway, so the sun and the moon were both in Pisces at 29 degrees. Solar eclipse is obviously when the sun is covered by the moon. And it was a super moon, so it was even more blacked out, I guess, than it normally is. I mean, I haven't seen that many solar eclipses with my own eyes, but anyway, so some scriptures, Matthew 24:29 through 31:29, I believe is what I wrote down. Immediately after the distress of those days, the sun will be darkened and the moon will not give us light. The stars will fall from the sky and heavenly bodies shaken. Okay, heavenly bodies shaken. The Uranus Pluto Square. Everybody's been talking about it. We know how that's been playing out. And just breaking it down for you. Okay, so Pluto is ruled by Scorpio, which is death, regeneration, transition, transformation. Saturn, Satan, the brother of Helios, the sun. He is actually in Sagittarius right now, but just went retrograde and is now turning into Scorpio too, which is the sign of death. Oddly enough, Pluto has been in Capricorn, which Capricorn is the sign that rules Saturn. So pretty much it's musical chairs with Saturn and Pluto. It has been for the last couple years now. And right in the prime is Uranus Pluto Square. Uranus is supposed to be the planet of sudden change, like a lightning bolt. It could change everything. It could destroy things. It could create things. It all depends on what different planets and what different influences it's paired up with, if it creates or destroys. Well, it's squaring with Pluto right now. So you can obviously be the judge of that. And anybody can look up any current events and they'll see it. But anyway, so when it says the stars will fall from the sky and the heavenly bodies will be shaken, I think that is reference to the Uranus Pluto Square, which has been going on for the last 7 years. Seven of 7. The 7th and final Pluto Square happened a few days right before this eclipse. After 7 years, this happened. And the Orthodox Jews and then the Hebrew texts talk about 777 all the time. Oddly enough, every 7 years, Saturn, it has a difficult aspect from the moment it was placed in a birth charter. The next scripture, don't forget this with the Lord. A day is like 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is like a day. The day will come like a thief. The heavens will disappear with a roar of the elements will be destroyed by fire, and everything on earth will be laid to bear. The day will come like a thief. Uranus in Aries. What element is Aries? Fire. What does Uranus do? Brings on instant sudden change simultaneously. Lightning bolt. References, as I said earlier. So, don't forget this. With the Lord, a day is like 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is like a day. The day will come like a thief. It transitioned quickly. The Uranus Pluto Square happened. Then, the eclipse happened just days after. And even the eclipse itself was fairly quick. I mean, they all usually don't last very long, but then it says it will be destroyed by fire. Well, just as Rick Lavina said before, too, there's the precession concept, and it's just like every action there is an equal opposite reaction. Well, reactions have to have time to actually happen. The winter solstice starts in early December, but the coldest day of the year is until January. Rick Levine also mentioned that at the astrology night earlier this month. But anyway, so what else have I got here? The day being about the destruction of the heavens by fire, and the elements will melt in the heat. The elements. You notice that they keep saying that elements will be destroyed by fire. Not only does that make me think of, like, you know, the whole how apparently the dinosaurs became extinct, but that just proves right there that synchronicity. We don't know exactly what happened precisely, but we know that something catastrophic happened. Probably Uranian influence. Anyway, Revelations 19:15. At the end of 1,000 years, Satan will be released. Satan is Saturn. Saturn, Satan. And then it also says the judgment. Okay, so Saturn is ruled by Capricorn, and Saturn is also the planet of judgment, the one that basically, if you don't play your cards right, and if you don't do your homework, then the teacher's going to hit you with a ruler. Saturn is that ruler, and that is what they held over everyone's head back in ancient times, because that was the ideology. Then it turned into an actual deity, and then it turned into an actual person, and then it turned into people just thinking that it's bad and it's negative and it's evil, and they're also just torturous for no reason. It's repercussions. And it says, be on your guard, so you may not be carried with lawless men. Lawless men. Why would that be important? Because the law is also ruled by Saturn. Saturn is the father. Saturn is the judgment. Saturn is Satan, the bad guy. Who likes a judge when they have to go to a hearing, a court? I'm like, do you have any positive things to think about a judge that is going to decide your fate? No, you don't have any good opinions of that person. And why would you have a good opinion about Saturn? Satan. Saturn. Yeah, something like that. But anyway, so Christian people, your revelation just happened. And just like it said, a day can seem like 1,000 years. The end of the world won't be all at once.